Should we pay reparations? Let's find out. Welcome aboard. All right, so before we begin, we have some exciting news. Jeremy, do you want to tell them?
You know what? I am tickled pink. Almost peach-colored.
I love peach-colored tickles. What the hell is that? Go ahead and tell them.
We have a new sponsor.
We
do.
And
I am so happy about this sponsor.
I am thrilled. We are one of the smallest channels to ever get a sponsor.
Oh, and it is great. It is absolutely perfect. It fits everything. It's healthy. It's conservative. It's everything we need.
And in about 2 minutes, we'll be able to share it with you. So our topic right now is reparations, which is not hot in the news, but it keeps coming up. Like, I want reparations. So let's start with you. What are your thoughts on reparations? Because I have some thoughts on them.
If I'm going to be honest, I think it's too far gone. Reparations, it's too many generations past. I'm sorry, but when you're talking about your great-grandparents, it's too far. It's your problem. But if I would really like to get on the bandwagon of the liberal side and go for reparations, I have felt held hostage at my job. I have felt like I was somebody who was abused at my job. I think my grandkids and my kids should absolutely get reparations from my job. And to be fair, you know what? My neighbor should get reparations at my job.
Why should your neighbor get reparations?
He's had to listen to me upset about my job.
Okay.
That's more than the great-great-grandchildren have had to do.
See, I started out at one spot. Let me tell you where I started out. Story about my grandfather. He actually ran liquor during Prohibition. He was a young man, and I don't know the full story. I'm going to call my uncle before he passes away. But here's the deal. Apparently, he was in a town not far from Canada, so he'd go across to Canada and bring it back.
Okay, all right.
So he was running alcohol during Prohibition. So here's the question. Why am I not in jail for breaking Prohibition? Because that was my grandfather.
That's true. If you're gonna profit from it, you should also have to be punished by it.
So if, the sins of the father does not go on the son, why do I have to pay for reparations? That's where I started. But I have since changed my mind. I am 100% for reparations conditionally.
Okay, let's hear the conditions.
All right. Now, let me ask you something. Jeremy, you rob a bank. Do I go to jail for your robbery?
Are you an accessory?
No, I have nothing to do with it. I wasn't even there.
Well, no, then
I didn't even know.
It's my fault.
Okay, it's your fault. You pay for it.
Yeah.
Right? So the person or entity that does the crime should have to pay restitution.
Yes.
Okay?
Absolutely.
I steal your car. I crash your car. I should be responsible for reparations for the car.
Absolutely.
So let me ask you this. How many slaves did the United States government own?
I don't know that.
The exact number of slaves owned by the U.S. government was 0.
Okay.
By 1861, the start of the Civil War, they've done studies, not one single Republican in the entire country owned a slave. In fact, the Republican Party was started to stop the spread of slavery, eventually went into complete abolition, ended slavery. Republicans died fighting to end slavery. But let me ask you this. What entity that exists today pushed for and fought for slavery?
Oh, no, I got that. Democrats.
Democrat Party.
Absolutely, yes.
Does the Democrat Party still exist?
To my knowledge, yes.
Yes, it does. So, in my opinion, reparations should be paid, and they should be paid by the Democrat Party. But you know what? Before we talk about the Democrats and how they should pay for reparations, let's talk about our new sponsor.
Sure. I'll count down.
Do a countdown.
And in 3, 2, 1, here it is.
In a world gone wild, one fruit stands firm. We are Conservative peaches. We don't put pronouns on our peaches. Out here, we do not experiment with our fruit. We just grow it the way God and Reagan intended. Our soil identifies as fertile. These are not your avocado toast, oat milk, coastal elite peaches. These are hardworking, tax-paying, church-going, freedom-loving peaches, picked at the peak of American greatness. Each peach comes with a pocket constitution and a firm handshake. We do not believe in canceling crops. We believe in cultivating values and vitamin C. Every peach we grow is blessed by the sun and occasionally by Pastor Rick or Rabbi Shmuley, while the rest of the country's going bananas. We are staying peachy. You want a peach that stands for the flag, not one that kneels during the anthem. We will not use pesticides with names we can't pronounce. Just good old-fashioned elbow grease, sunshine, and a little bit of suspicion toward big government. Our peaches do not need safe spaces. They ripen on the front lines of summer. So if you are tired of the fruit aisle looking like a gender studies classroom, grab a peach that still believes in borders, barbecue, and biblical values. Conservative peaches, because liberals are bananas. Conservative peaches, peachin' with pride. Conservative Peaches is proud to sponsor teachers in train stations. Conservative Peaches is not a real sponsor nor a real company, but it's funny as hell, at least to us. Please do not sue us. We can barely afford pencils. We are teachers in train stations. Welcome aboard. Now, reach on down and hit that like and subscribe button, especially if we made you smile. And with that, this sponsor will see you at the next stop. But for now, back to teachers in train stations.
We are now officially endorsed by Conservative Peaches. And we're looking forward to having a long-standing commitment and relationship with Conservative Peaches because it just tastes better.
And I got to be honest, you know what? I am a big fan of peaches. And not just the strip club.
Or the stripper. Okay, so no, what do you think about my idea? I think the Democrat Party is liable. If a business does something wrong, the business is liable.
And to be fair, the courts have also ruled that the industry is liable.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, even if you wanted to go, well, they weren't in the business of it. They are the industry that helped it.
The Democrat Party did fight for slavery.
Absolutely.
They did Jim Crow. They did segregation. They denied black people the benefits of the New Deal.
Yep.
They fought against the Civil Rights Act.
Yep.
They did the Model Cities program. I brought it that devastated inner city families, and many of those inner city families were black. It wasn't just black, but black America was just destroyed by the Model Cities program. I brought us up to the 70s. That was only, 50 years ago?
Yeah, absolutely. And
So-
it's still happening to this day. I mean, if you take a look at some of the black African-American neighborhoods and stuff, and you talk to the representatives that are part of that, they don't care. I mean, it was Waters, wasn't it Waters? They showed her area. She had not even lobbied to rehabilitate the areas that her constituents were in.
It comes down to this question, and I'm being dead on serious. What has the Democrat Party done beneficially that they started, that they led for black America? Have they done anything?
What has the Democrat Party done, period? I mean, really honestly, like, hey, we need to help people. I know they have the slogan, oh, we're all one world. Oh, we're all one people. Oh, all these. What have they really done that said, you know what, I don't care if you're black, white, I don't care if you're Native American, I don't care. I don't care what political party you are. I want to help you as a person who has a heartbeat and existing in this world trying to struggle to make ends meet. When was the last time they really did that? Didn't have any strings attached that didn't help them.
Well, here's the thing. There's an old saying, and it may have been Reagan who said it. I can't remember who said it, but here's the difference between the Democrats and the Republicans. And I'm not saying the Republicans are knights in shining armor.
Oh, no, absolutely not.
Or that they're perfect. But the Democrats, here's the difference between Democrats and Republicans. Democrats look at success as to how many people they can get on welfare. And the Republicans look at success as to how many people they can get off of welfare.
Absolutely.
And that's the difference between the parties. One wants to give handouts. Well, if you're going to give handouts, you need people to be in a bad situation. If they get in a good situation, they don't need you anymore. Why support you?
Well,
and that's why the Democrats have always had an incentive to have problems, whereas Republicans, their incentive is for you to be successful, to not need the government.
That's right. And that's, and I'm going to butcher this quote, and I'm not going to even say who said it because that's just charged enough. But it was a very well-to-do, very popular Democrat who said, never miss an opportunity to capitalize on a disaster or a catastrophe.
I've heard the phrase, never let a crisis go to waste.
There you go.
I think it was never let a crisis go to waste. I don't know who said it.
But obviously they're working on the benefit of people's misery. Conservatives, Republicans, however you want to say it, we want to see you guys succeed. We want to see it all change. We want to see you not need us.
By the way, I'm not going to steal your thunder. Rob Emanuel, the chief of staff for President Obama, was the person who said,
"Thank you.
Never let a crisis go to waste."
I'm not going to apologize for bringing religion into it, but this is literally teach a man to fish or give a man a fish. Republicans have always been teach a man to fish. I want you to not want me. I want you to stand on your own 2 feet, because if you stand on your 2 feet, I don't have to deal with you anymore.
So what you're saying is you want me to want you. You need
no.
me to need you.
No, that's
I'd
the
love
liberal.
You to love you.
No, damn it. That's the liberal.
Trick. No, that's cheap trick.
Apparently the liberals have cheap trick.
Oh, I like that. I do like that.
No, I don't want you to love me. I don't want you to need me. I want you to go stand on your own damn 2 feet.
Tell you what, let's stop and let's get back on task.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, where do you stand? Because I am definitely for reparations if and only if it comes out of the Democrat Party coffers. Period. End of story. No place else.
Nope.
The Democrat Party has to pay.
I'm going to go one step farther.
How do you go farther?
Reparations could only be paid by direct descendants of original slave owners. The government has to do a complete trace down who sent them over, who worked with them, who brought them over, who sold them. I want to know exactly who had a hand in it, and they're the only ones that should have to pay for it.
Well,
that means people like Kamala Harris are going to have to pay for it.
Well, here's the one problem with that. Now you're saying the sins of the father are the sins of the son.
If we're going to go that far, you're going to make... I mean, no offense. I'm not trying to be a jerk here. But if you're going to say liberals, Democrats have to pay for it, there are Democrats who never had anything to do with it.
Well, you know who else should have to pay reparations? Not only the Democrats who fought to keep slavery going, but the sellers of the slaves themselves. And do you know who sold the slaves into slavery? Other Africans.
Yep.
There is blood on everybody's hands. There is more slavery in Africa today. There's more slavery in Asia today. Let's sum this up in a sentence. Do we agree on reparations? I think the Democrat Party owes reparations. Nobody else owes reparations.
I don't think any of the... let me rephrase that. I don't think the entire Democrat Party. I think if we're going to spend money, and we love to spend money in this country, spend money on figuring out exactly who owes it.
So at the end of the day, though, I have a feeling that both of us say no to reparations. But if there's reparations, we disagree on who should pay it.
Yes, I think no to reparations, period. I do. It's ex post facto. If I outlaw blue jeans tomorrow, today I can't arrest you.
Now, I do want to add one thing at the very end of this. Something new for us. But, this is something I do in my life. I really do this. When I see somebody, I do this. I want to start a habit of myself saying, hey, if you were in the armed forces, a veteran, I do want to say thank you for your service. We respect everything you do. Thank you for everything you did. Thank you for your sacrifice. And God bless you. And with that...
Hold on. One more thing. I didn't know this was going to happen. As always,
Neither did I.
I'm just literally a guest in this place. I have no idea what's going to happen until 30 seconds before it does. As a dad whose kid is actively working towards going into the military, and as my grandparents actively were in the military,
Both my parents were in the military.
and I wish I'd have been able to go into the military, but I couldn't. I have the utmost respect for anybody who's in the military. I have the utmost respect for anybody who's willing to stand up for that flag in adversity or at least in unity.
With that being said, we'd like to thank our brand new sponsor, Conservative Peaches. We will be hearing from them again. Thank you so much. And with that,
we'll see you at the next stop. Choo-choo.
God, that again?